I would like to call this person more handsome.
Pinakagawa okay, sa 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 mundo ni Haya. Okay. Kasi alam ko sabi ko pinakagwapo sa akin. Parang mali, parang mali, no? Okay. Pero totoo lang, this guy, we all know him, one of our most respected leaders, should I say.
Nagugwapo sa Quezon
And
City.
credentials-wise, I mean, ano ka ba? Okay, sige. Basta, laude, paano man yun? Basta mataas ang grades. Okay.
So this person I respect. I really respect because he has lots of very good credentials, and we all know the reason why they're doing this business. So it's not about all about money. So this person that I will call here lots of experience in closing deals on AlphaSpin. So he closed sales to different high profile people. So if you were able to close those people, of course you have the confidence and enough knowledge to share about this product. So are you excited to hear from this person? So I would like to remind everybody again that sometimes you're very familiar with the person around us.
In this kind of, whatever expertise they do, magiging ganun ka rin.
So let's be reminded that we have to learn. Let's be reminded that we have to learn from this person so we can also close big deals on AlphaSpin, right?
Good morning! Ayan, pero palapakan natin bawat isa for being here. Ayan, thank you kay GM Paul for the kind introduction.
So thank you for GM Paolo for the kind of introduction.
Okay, salamat. Kasi hindi tayo hero. Ang ganda-ganda naman talaga. Okay lang po, disclaimer. Okay.
Can I give you a disclaimer?
Hindi po ako expert, hindi po ako PhD.
I'm not an expert. I'm not a PhD like some people here about AlphaSpin. So I'm just like you. Maybe the difference is just I'm always attending trainings. So I always listen and take down notes, and I also do my personal research. So these are the things that I did and I'm still continue doing. That's why there's the confidence level and the knowledge is improving about the product.
Ayan, nakita niyo po yan? Si MVP, right? ng PLDT. Okay, familiar po sa 4G?
So are you familiar with 4G?
Ngayon po, making waves all around the world yung 5G.
So, have you heard about 5G? So the next phase is about making our internet connection very fast. Like the downloads are just in seconds. You can download. So of course there are consequences of this technology.
Ang nakalulungkot kasi dito sa Pilipinas, sobrang all hype ang 5G, di ba? Parang pinaka-inaabangan yan. Pero ang hindi pa naku-question diyan is ano yung mga potential consequences.
Of course, there's the technology, but again, there are also side effects or the consequences of having this kind of technology. In different parts of the world, there are lots of scientists and experts. They have raised the alarm against 5G technology.
Kasi ang 5G technology pala, it entails putting up many antennas
of course,
na maliliit lang. Kumbaga sa neighborhood, pwedeng hindi na isang massive na structure or tower, but instead,
so because we have learned that during 5Gs, they have to set up different and more satellites and towers. They have to put up more towers and
Nagsimula yon,
satellites
we all know correlation
to
is
make
not
the connection
causation,
very
but we
fast.
cannot deny there's a link
So,
na na-diagnose at nagkaroon ng sakit yung mga bata when a
like for
cell phone or
example,
a mobile tower was erected in the school.
there's a research in the internet
Nakuha ko ba
that when
natin? Tapos, kumbaga,
there was a
so
school
apat
and there
nagka-cancer.
was a study
Nung
that
una, pangalawa, ayaw, nung school,
some of
wala na
the
rin. Pero nung naging apat na
students
yun,
in that
saan
school
natin
had
ginagawa?
different types of
Kilo-words
cancer,
yata
and they
natatandaan
found
natin.
out
Nakuha ko
that
ba
it's
natin?
the
So
reason is
yun po yung
the
dangerous ngayon nitong
cell
internet
site or the
device
cell
or
tower
any device
beside or
whatsoever.
near
Ngayon,
their
kaya po
school.
napakahalaga nung AlphaSpin para
So
sa
that's why
atin.
it's
Okay
very
lang po ba
important.
mag-discuss na po ng kaunti? Mag-share lang po. Okay. Doon po sa isa kong napanood na interview sa isang health expert, sabi niya, tayo daw, I thank you
So
po.
when I
Okay?
heard
Tayo daw, we have a potential to
there's
live
an
up to
interview
180
that
years old. Up
I've
to
en- that
180 years
I've
old.
encountered
Unfortunately, there are four major
that
killers
we
now
that people
that
are
pose a
able
threat
to
for
extend their
us
life
or
up to
to
80
us
years old.
achieving that length of life. Gusto niyo malaman tong apat na to?
You wanna know the four?
Okay, ayoko nga. Sa akin lang to. Hindi, joke lang. Number one,
Number one, Alzheimer's
disease.
disease.
Okay, Alzheimer's disease. Number two,
Number two,
cancer.
cancer.
Number three,
Number three, cardiovascular diseases.
Number four,
Number four,
diabetes.
diabetes.
Sabi nga,
Anyone has the potential to live up to 180 years old, healthy as ever, as long as you don't acquire these four types of diseases: Alzheimer's disease, cancer, cardiovascular disease, diabetes. Bad news. Bad news first. The bad news is all of this has something to do with EMF or electromagnetic frequency radiation. All of this. If you do your own studies or research, even diabetes is triggered or worsened by exposure, unprotected exposure to EMF radiation. Cardiovascular diseases, as we have known.
Right? Lumalapat yung dugo, yung blood cells,
The blood cells through formation
kasi the blood cells undergo cellular stress because they are confronted by EMF radiation. Okay? Tapos, of course,
because they're confronted by EMF radiation. Cancer,
nagkukos ang EMF radiation ng cancer.
how it causes EMF radiation.
Okay? It has something to do with voltage-gated calcium channels, etc. etc.
It has something to do with voltage-gated channels, etc., etc.
Saka yung development ng utak gravely affected whenever we use the mobile phone. As a matter of fact, if you do your own research, France, if I'm not mistaken, sa
France, if I'm not mistaken,
agent, pinanigan siya ng Supreme Court nung France nang idemanda niya yung mobile phone company. Tanungin niyo kung bakit. Kasi dinimanda niya yung mobile phone company because he developed brain tumors.
he
So ngayon, yung
developed brain tumor, and he filed a case between filed a case versus a mobile phone company. He filed a case that mobile phones are carcinogenic, and even in United States there are bra that also a cell phone casing. There's a case. There's a specific case in U.S. and this young lady at 21 years old has breast cancer, and more or less 20 years cancer cells awaken more or less 20 years. For those when when they saw the CT scan, they found out that the tumor is rectangular, exactly the same shape of a mobile phone. There's a saturation of the EMF radiation on that specific area where the growth of the cancer cell occurred. So that's why mobile phones are really, really dangerous. So that's the bad news. The good news is we have AlphaSpin that helps for us to avoid this issues. Alpha spin is not a medicine as much as we can see. You can see many testimonies. Alpha spin cannot heal. Alpha spin, that what it does is that when you're protected from EMF radiation, your body's capability to heal itself is restored. It means it means the one who heals the person is his own body, not the alpha spin. We had therapies who gets healed. We had people who did therapy who's also who heals. So it means
I-therapy natin yan kung saan tayo, hindi pareho ang resulta niyan. Yung isa gagaling, yung isa siguro minor health benefit ang maranasan. Bakit? Siyempre, belief system also. Yung isa, paniwalang-paniwala sa AlphaSpin, yung isa, dudan-duda, for example. Nakuha ba natin? So, ergo, it's not the AlphaSpin, but the body.
it's not the alpha spin but the body itself.
Okay
Okay? So can I make a drawing just to illustrate the dangers because this is how I explain to people.
Di ba? Tao po, right? Okay. Sabi nga naman, di ba, yung tinatawag na Schumann frequency, right?
We call it Schumann frequency,
Okay?
783 hertz.
Okay,
That is the natural frequency,
may pulse ka.
7.83 hertz.
Ito yung pintig, ito yung sukat. Okay, not to be too technical about it. Bawat cells ng katawan mo, remember, we have trillions of cells.
We have trillions of
Trillions of
cells.
cells, bawat isa dyan, 7.83 hertz ang pintig.
All of it
Paano nagkakaroon ng problema?
has a
Bago pa yung 5G,
our body has a natural frequency 7.83 hertz. Now, how come EMF causes problem to the body?
tower. Can you imagine
Now you
this?
see,
All
cell
the
sites or cell
TV.
towers have 700 megahertz or
Pwera
more.
pa dyan, yung TV mo. Right?
Aside from that,
Pwera
your
pa dyan
television.
yung
Aside from
Wi-Fi
that,
mo.
your Wi-Fi.
Pwera pa dyan yung iba't ibang
Aside from that, appliances,
na meron ka.
whatever.
So all of
this, EMF radiation
compromise
compromises your natural frequency of 7.83, which is higher, 700 megahertz or 7.83 hertz. That's why people are sick, getting sick, because your body can only tolerate
Alam niya na 7.83 hertz yung pintig niya.
up to 7.83.
Okay,
That's just not
7.83
that's
hertz yung pintig
your
niya.
body's or your cell's
May
natural
700
pulse
isang tower
is
pa lang,
7.83. But imagine just a cell tower is 700 megahertz. It's like million times. Just one cell tower. Imagine how many cell towers surrounding us.
Nakuha ba natin?
So imagine the impact it receives. That's why the cells undergo cellular stress. That's why if that's the explanation why if you look at the microscope, you can see the blood. You can see the blood is stressed.
So magdidikitan sila parang ganun. Kasi may outside force.
That's why there's in medical terms you call it rouleau formation.
Nakuha natin?
The blood goes rouleau formation. They stick together because of stress, cellular
It's
stress.
very crucial. Okay, bakit? Kasi natuklasan din, okay, okay naman, we go to outer space. Natuklasan kasi nila, ayoko mag-
Now the 7.83.
Grabe, apply ko, nakasintawa. Anyway, yung
7.83 hertz or natural frequency is very crucial.
pinadala sa outer space.
They found out astronauts
Nagkakadevelop ng
when they go outer space
mataas yung suicide
after few months when they go back in the go back to Earth.
Post-traumatic stress syndrome, PSTD or something, PTSD, parang gano'n. And usually yung condition na yun para sa mga sundalo. Sa mga sundalo.
They found out when
Bakit meron
when
na?
astronauts or cosmonauts go to outer space, when they come back after the trip, their bone cancer, bone issues, the suicidal rate is higher, depression, and it has they suffer post-traumatic stress syndrome (PTSS), which is commonly found with the soldiers after war. And they found out the reason is because they are not exposed with natural frequency. That's why what they did, they resolved. All the space shuttles, they installed a Schumann resonator. It
Wala naman
emits
flying.
natural
Pero
frequency.
may Schumann resonance naman. Kaya
Right.
the
It
asking
emits
natin,
natural
yung
frequency. That's
utility
why
niya, at saka yung health. Great news, sabi natin,
aboard the,
maging scientist or
that's why
maging
even
taga-NASA,
if they're outer
kailangan
space, they are
i-enjoy
exposed
health.
with natural
E paano
frequency.
paraan? Meron po tayong
The good
AlphaSpin.
thing,
So yun yung ginagawa
the good
niya.
thing about us,
At
even if
very
you are not
basic, we have
astronauts,
the
we have the chance to
AlphaSpin
enjoy this
protects
amazing
you from
frequency through
EMF
AlphaSpin.
radiation. It
So
helps to
AlphaSpin protects
harmonize.
you
Ano
away
yung
from EMF radiation. It
harmonize?
helps you
It helps
harmonize
harmonize the
and harmonize
environment
the
para
environment
hindi
so that
maglalabas-pasok yung EMF
uh, high
radiation dun sa cells mo.
high
Kaya
frequency
nga, di
cannot
ba, if
get in
I
and out
remember
of your
vividly,
cells.
October 18
So I
tayo,
remember vividly October 18,
we had
2015, we
our
had our
PSP in Mega
PSP and
Mall.
Mega Mall.
Naalala ninyo, di ba yung
We had
nag-awagan
one
sila?
PSP.
Right?
They
Na
made a
bago
call.
mag-awagan, kinuha ng dugo, pinoject sa screen, healthily.
We had a
Yung blood
presentation
flow,
before.
nagtawagan,
They did a
3
blood
minutes lang,
test
right? Kinuha ulit ng
and they
dugo,
found out
yung
normal.
dugo, when it
And
was
then they
projected,
made a phone
lumabot
call
na, tapos
right
bumabangon
after
ka, no?
they did
One
a blood
participant,
test.
anong ginawa?
Then they found out
Nagpatong ng tubig sa
immediately
alpha spin,
the blood formation
tinapon
had
for
a
10
rouleau,
seconds yung dugo,
or it became
tapos yung isang
thicker.
participant,
Now what they
sinasabit
did,
sa parehong palad yung
they
alpha spin, pagkuha ulit ng dugo,
they
dinagdagan
put
spin,
water in
yung
alpha spin.
formerly
Then they drank
clogged
the alpha
blood
spin
cells, biglang
and
normality muli yung
just put water
pag-dugo.
from alpha spin in the
Pinagpaliwanag.
hands.
Nakuha mo ba yan?
And then when
Katulad
they
yung nasabi
tested
nga
it,
kanina, viral
immediately
kasi EMF tayo.
the blood formation
Usually, ito
became
raw yung
normal.
sanhi ng mga common na mystery diseases nowadays. When you say mystery
Many
diseases,
experts
yung
says that
insomnia,
EMF or
sleeplessness, lethargy, yung parang gusto
radiation
mong mapagod, di
uh,
ba?
are
Yung
the
mga ganitong
possible
sitwasyon.
causes
Tapos
of
pag nagpa-check up, di ba pag
mystery
nagpa-check up,
diseases
walang
nowadays.
makita. Kasi yung
When they
ilang
have
sinasabang
checkup,
mga
they cannot find
functional
any kind
doctors
of
na that is
sickness, any kind
how
of diseases, but
EMF radiation
they're suffering
exercise
from it.
anxiety
So
and
many
depression.
people
Party
conclude
na.
that
Kaya sabi ng
mystery
mga functional
sicknesses or
doctors,
diseases are caused
that's
by
how,
EMF or
kumbaga,
radiation.
mako-compromise yung health system natin
That's how
because of
our health
EMF
system and
radiation.
health
Diba?
system
Ito
are
po eh.
compromised
Gusto nyo na
because of
marinig yan.
radiation. And do you want trivia?
Yung safety standards
The
ng
safety
EMF,
standards
yung
of
against
EMF
EMF,
against the
was first formulated noong 1996.
first concept of
At hindi
EMF
pa ito
was
na-update ever. Ano
1996
po
and
ang
it was
maganda
never
dyan, sir?
updated yet.
Anong klase ng
So what
mobile
kind
phone
of
meron
mobile
noong
phone
1996?
do they have
So, ibig
1996?
sabihin, yun lang, ibig sabihin, yun lang yung sinukat, ha? Yun lang yung sinukat. Yung mobile phone na yun, yun lang sinukat. Uy, ano, okay pa, tolerable pa yung ganitong level ng EMF radiation. Hello, ano na mga phones natin ngayon? Magpa 5G pa. And take note, yung safety standards,
10 minutes
hindi
siya
pa updated. Great
3 na
news.
lang
Alam
siguro
mo
to.
bakit? Kapag taga-JM ka, tsaka taga-FDI ka, di ba, upgraded yung protection. Kasi meron
Yeah.
kang AlphaSpin. Di ba?
You know, the last testing we had
Tapos,
was
sabi sa
1996.
ulitin ko, no, kasi
But
sa
now,
mga frequently asked questions at saka yung mga frequently encountered
but good thing
objections,
when
no,
you are from
nalalaman
JM,
nyo
your
yung
protection is
sabi, salamin lang
upgraded
naman
because you
yan.
have
Diba
Alpha
sabi,
Spin.
salamin lang naman yan. Anong meron dyan? Anong special dyan?
Many
Hello,
people
kaya
say this
tinawag
just
yung technically engineered glass. If it were any other glass, ang function lang ng glass is to serve as a vessel. Pero when you say technically engineered glass, according dito sa paliwanag ni Tita Zenny dun sa slide niya, yung formulation niyan at paano yung hinulma is for a specific purpose. At yung purpose po ng AlphaSpin natin, it was designed in
So
such a
the
way
AlphaSpin
para
is called
makapag-embed doon ng
technically
frequency.
engineered glass.
It's the
The
frequency embedded
the
in the
formulation
AlphaSpin.
and
Yun yung
the
magnetic spinning energy,
manufacturing
right?
of the
At yung
AlphaSpin,
AlphaSpin nga, kumbaga,
this
hindi man
process was
natin
so
nakikita
special
pero the
that
spinning energy
it has
extending outward from it o yung resonance na tinatawag.
spinning energy,
Ibig
and the
sabihin, nandun yun,
resonance,
na-embed yun dun
the
sa
the process
AlphaSpin.
of
So yung mga,
creating the
bakit
alpha
sa
spin.
Amazon, bakit sa kung saan mura lang ang AlphaSpin? May 10,000, may 5,000, tama? Pwede
They
ito
were
yun.
able during the
Diba?
process they were able to
Nakuha yung
embed
hugis,
the
pero
resonance
you
and
cannot
the
say, you cannot
frequency.
guarantee that it
So
has
there are
the
many
same
imitations
frequency as
outside,
contained in our
like in online there are
AlphaSpin.
also many
At
imitations, but
tanging JM lang,
of
yung
course we don't.
nagpa-proof, tanging
These are
JM lang
fakes.
yung
These are
legalized and
copycats.
authorized distributor
And
worldwide ng
because JM is the
AlphaSpin.
only legalized
Yung
and
iba po tayong
authorized
AlphaSpin
distributor
members, hindi
of
kayo
AlphaSpin,
member, hindi
you will able
AlphaSpin
if you
tayo.
will see or you will
Would you agree? So yun
acquire
yung
AlphaSpin from
pagka-technically
different
engineered glass.
source.
Number two, may
Of
light,
course,
may
we
LED
cannot
light.
guarantee,
May
and
LED light.
it's not it's not the authentic
mag-emit
one.
radiation, kakabit mo doon yung AlphaSpin, papal therapy, hindi ba mag-emit ng radiation yan? Ano sa tingin niyo sagot? Siyempre wala na. Kasi nakakabit na doon yung AlphaSpin eh. So kumbaga, it's the least that you can do na neutralize na yung EMF radiation ng LED light.
So,
I don't think na i-inventohin yan as a complement or accessory to the AlphaSpin kung hindi pinag-isipan.
so the LED light accessory for the alpha spin, some people are questioning about the accessory LED light of the alpha spin, that they're asking that aren't this LED light accessory will produce radiation.
Mas mahal ang radiation therapy, mas mahal ang chemotherapy.
So many people are saying that alpha spin is so expensive. So if you will think about it,
Would you agree?
yeah, alpha spin really have higher cost. But if you will think about it, if you'll get or you'll be hospitalized, you're gonna get sick, it's also expensive, right? So why not protect yourself right now rather than um, you having disease and some problems in the future.
For therapy sa tubig, sa lantang gulay, etc.
So,
sa gasolina, sa kuryente. Pero dito ko gusto mag-zero in.
so there are lots of benefits of alpha spin, but I would like to focus on this, and I would like to zero into this topic about especially for those who are pregnant, those who have children. You really need to protect everyone. You have to really use alpha spin.
As young as 1 year old,
So right now, as young as I was able to talk to a doctor. Right nowadays, as young as 1 year old, 1 year old baby, they have many are having different kinds of diseases like cancer.
neuroplasticity, meaning the capability of the brain to develop.
So also there are some researches right now that radiation can affect the brain development, especially with the babies.
Alam mo, natututo kay Pororo, kay kung sino-sino man yan, di ba?
So
Barney, di ba?
nowadays, many kids are exposed to radiation like the tablet, watching tablets or cell phone. So
Kaya may tantrums, learning
kids
delay,
are
developmental delay,
kids are affected.
behavioral problems,
That's why most of them have tantrums, autism, cancer, different diseases.
So yun,
So
nakatulong po sa inyo to become
hopefully you are reminded,
sa
and
pag-promote po ng AlphaSpin and
this
Harvard research po
the knowledge or the topic tonight we're able to remind you
Kasi truth be told, basahin
that
niyo
you
yung
have.
manual ng AlphaSpin, naiintindihan niyo ba?
So if you will read the manual of the alpha spin, you cannot understand, right?
Layman's
So that's why
perspective,
I explained to you tonight in layman's term and layman's perspective,
naiintindihan nila yun, di ba? May engineering
so we can
degree.
easily understand.
Diba naman panama ko sa kanila, AB literature ako eh. Wapo nga lang, di ba? Anyway, yun po.
I'm only handsome.
Gusto ko, yun, sige, mamaya. Hindi, mamaya, date kami kayo talaga. My point is that, pinapaliwanag ko yung AlphaSpin.
So my point is, I explained the alpha spin the way I understand it, because not everybody can understand the technical details of and the benefits of alpha spin. Thank you so much, and God bless us all.